Cooper. Our Capitano. Offside.
Very confident with the ball at his feet. Into the box it goes.
Okay, we're back for the off-season thing. Transfers. Office. We've got a 6.6 million transfer budget. We need to change that all to wages, do we? It's the same whichever way we go. Yep, okay. 7.7 million. Cool. Yes. That knocks us down to 0 transfer budget. But now we go to squad. And we pick someone we want to sell. Preferably a winger. Seems to be what they mostly prefer. Looking at our wingers. This is the guy we bought. And we played him 4 or 5 times and he was very ordinary. So I think we can offload him. So we're going to renegotiate this contract. You don't fit into our plans. You didn't fit into, well, you didn't fit into our plans this season. We brought you in and had all sorts of expectations and barely gave you a game because every time we played you, you were very disappointing. We'll give you whatever you're asking for because you don't know it, but we're offloading you. But we want to do something first before we offload you. You can smile. We'll be smiling in a month, hopefully. Let's discuss the length of contract. Whatever you want. What do you want? Oh, you want us to say? Oh, let's say 2 years. What do you say? We don't really care. We'll offer whatever you want. Alright, he's happy with that? Cool. Disregard release clause. Let's go straight to money. Let's talk money. Signing bonus. Well, see, you're going to be helping us out. We'll give you, say, I don't know, a 70,000 signing bonus. We'll give you a wage. Wait for it. I'll make it 5. £7.5 million wage. £7.5 million wage. Yes, you heard that right. What do you say to that? Can't possibly say no to that. That's a fair offer. He thinks he's worth. We can't even find a spot for him in the team because he keeps disappointing us. And he thinks £7.5 million wage is a fair offer. If I offered you what you're actually worth, you'd be getting £5. Right, let's go to season. And jump to the new season. Yes. Okay, oh, here we go. I was going to have a drink while I was doing that, but it's done it pretty quickly. Oh, we haven't done it yet. End of season. Yep. End of season review. We've come to the end of the season. The board could not be happier. Players and staff clearly look up to you. You have done an excellent job aligning yourself with the club's vision, both on and off the pitch. We would be delighted to have you stay. Oh, I think we can manage that. Liam Cooper praises fair boss. Portage gave Cooper a chance to comment on the direction Leeds United is heading. I am really impressed by the strength of our club. All the little adjustments Bielsa has made throughout the year have really got us running smoothly. Well, what can I say? I took over and got us straight into the Premier League. And now I'm going to pull off a bigger coup yet and give us a ridiculous transfer budget. Of course, we've got no financial takeovers or anything left because I've played this game so many times before. There's no bonuses left. So, interestingly, they've given us, even though we wiped our transfer budget out, they've given us another 8.3 million transfer budget, starting from zero. We've got some emails. One for shirt sales, with the usual blah blah blah. They want 17.6 million in shirt sales, so they want us to get decent players that are going to bring that in, and players have good performances to bring that in. So that's normal. Transfer marketing information. About the varying prices on players and the factors that contribute, but none of that's going to come into play really if what we do here actually works. And it's always worked in the past, and I suspect they haven't fixed it yet. Now that they've moved on to FIFA 23, I doubt they're ever going to go back and fix it. Surprised though that from a budget of whatever we had left, a couple of £100,000, I think probably £200,000 is all we had left for wages and transfer. They've given us another 8 million. If we knock the budget down to say 500,000 to cover wages, they give us a transfer budget of 44 million, which are pretty nice, but we can do better. No, we don't want to accept that. Leave it at what it is. And it go to 7.7, 1.2. We lost a million there somewhere, but it was 8 point something. Anyway, never mind. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to transfer. Right, we've got a bunch of players in the transfer market. We just want to get rid of Zachang. So we someone cheap to try and wrangle him for. Connor Chaplin is a striker centre forward from Portsmouth. We'll keep trying, we'll find out. Danilo Sacrio. Approach to buy. might have to go for really cheap players, go for crap players to see if they'll take a good one for a bad one. You think they'd have to? We'd only consider swapping Zhang for Sekria in a player plus cash deal. That's what I'm looking for. Whew. Yep. Transfer some 397,000. Deal. We've done it. Sold to Chang, which will put money back in our transfer budget. Before we get to that, let's see if we can actually buy Bamford. What do they want for Bamford? Its wage is 11,000. Its value is 3.8. Now we can go as high as 6. Its wage is 11,000. Okay. Let's try and make sure we've got enough. Wages. Getting back to 500. Just gives us 44 million to play with. Let's go and see if we can get Bamford. Approach to buy. Let's see if we can get our man. The reason we're after Bamford is because he currently plays for Leeds, so let's see if we can actually get him into the team. No, 4.8. They'll save us 400,000. There we go. Patrick Bamford is joining the side. You can start negotiating with this player. So what's he got? 11,000. Well, let's negotiate with him then. He's not in the side yet. I'd say it's crucial. He'll be a regular striker if we can arrange it. Try and get him on a maximum deal. 5 years. He's looking for a 3-year deal. Okay, we'll split the difference. Well, we can renegotiate. We'll see how it works. Let's accept that 3 years good. He mightn't fit in my plans. Just because he's playing Leeds in real life doesn't mean he's going to fit into my plans. I'd just like him to. We don't want a release clause. Let's get straight to the money. What do you want? Let's talk money. Oh, we get to put it, do we? He's currently on 11,000, so we'll give him 15. Signing bonus. No. Signing bonus. I'll give you 150,000 signing bonus. That going to be enough? He's not going to be pissed off at that, is he? Don't know. Hope not. Otherwise we have to wait a while before we can approach him again. Let's submit that offer and see what he says. My client is keen to join your team. Will be willing to lower his demands to 13 per week to make it happen. We'd be looking for a signing bonus of 185,000, additional 210 when he scores 10 goals. Done. Done. Bamford joins Leeds United. Great work. Just want to thank you for helping the club reach one of its brand exposure goals that we set out to accomplish. We want to elevate our profile by bringing top talent to the club, and we couldn't have done it without you. Is that for Bamford? He's a championship striker. It's not exactly a big name. We're going to try and make him one, but he doesn't even play in the Premier League, but he's about to. That's interesting. Must have a major following. Now, give me that list that I looked at earlier. Goalkeepers we're looking at. Who's this 19-year-old? Donnarumma. Let's see if we can find him. Probably going to be out of our range. He's overall 84, 19-year-old goalkeeper at Milan. Value is 31 million, wages 40,000. We've got the money. Currently, want to offer him at least 50,000 wage. So if we did that, what have we got to play with? We leave ourselves 100,000. Gives us 60 million transfer. Okay, that's good. Let's see if we can get this keeper. Transfer hub. Donnarumma. Approach to buy. Hopefully they'll make money first. Value 31 million. Let's go transfer fee then. 31 million. Let's start at 31 million. Let's see what they say. He's worth 31 million apparently. We'll offer what he's worth. We'll pay more than he's worth, but we'll start off with that. We'll haggle. You're going to do better than that. How about 56.9? Wow, that's 25 million more. This guy can haggle. Okay. So we'll come up to what, 40? Come to 41.9. We'll come up 10 million. What say you? Even Diamond is worth more than that. We are suffering. To reduce his price. We are not willing to reduce his price any further. They want the whole 56.9. Make one more counter. We'll offer you the 50. 50 million. We've come up another 9 million. We're not willing to reduce his price any further. Gee, they want the full 56.9. They're not even budging. Alright, we'll take it. He better be worth it. Mind you, we're still gonna get the player yet. 40,000 for 3 years. Cool. I just spent my whole bloody budget on this guy. He better be good. Let's negotiate with him. You better stop every shot at goal it's ever made. Because we've just spent £56.9 million on you. They're obviously crucial. That sort of money. We want every bloody game out of you. We want him for 5 years. I think we've paid for 5 years at least. Get as much as we can get out of him. Nice. Let's hope he actually lives up to the hype here. We don't want to release clause, do we? No. Wage is on 40,000. So we'll give you 45. We'll give you a bonus. signing bonus. Ooh. How about a 400,000 signing bonus? No, just make it $500,000. Try that. Just spent a lot of money on you, son. You better be worth it. Right, so we've got Bamford, we've got a keeper. We've done what we need to do. We just need that money from the sale of Sichang to get our budget back. Hang on, let's see if we can list any of these players for sale now. Weedward. Add to transfer list. Yep. Can't do these out on loan. So, add to transfer list. Lonergan. Add to transfer list. Adding Coyle, Bailey. Bailey we're keeping. What's Bailey? Right back. I know he's one of our possible superstars. Centre backs, we've got a bunch of them here. Who are we going to keep? Jansen and Cooper. Chauncey 66. What about Boy? He's 67. So Edwards we don't need. So add to transfer list. The O'Connor we don't need. Oh, he's on the transfer list already. Jansen we're keeping. Cooper we're keeping. Right, left backs. Berardi 70 and above 74. Denton 64, but he's out on loan, isn't he? And transfer list. Pierce. He's on the transfer list. Ojamo. Add to transfer list. Calvin Phillips will keep for midfield. Vieira keep for midfield. Idiguchi. Might keep him too. Alioski we're keeping. Sacco. Probably don't really know. This is the right field, isn't it? Alioski, Sacco, and Jesus. Jesus will be the follow-up. Will be the backup. Alioski. So Sacco we can probably put the transfer list. Right. Well, centre mids here. Ton of them. Cooper we don't need. Transfer list. For AO we don't need. Transfer list. Morgan we don't need. At the transfer list. O'Kane. We can probably... No, he's already on. Forshaw we're keeping. Click. 28.72. We might keep him too. Murphy. Add to transfer list. Right, left midfielders. Raise. Add the transfer list. Hernandez, no. Central attacking mids. O. Phillips, no. Transfer. Says we can't keep. Gomes, don't need him. Transfer list. Right, centre forward minutes we don't need. Add the transfer list. So Chang is already sold, isn't he? He's already sold. Sorrow we're keeping because he's done his job since we brought him. Roof I think we're keeping. He's versatile. Striker, central attacking mid, right mid, left mid. Wilkes is a striker. He's 19 years old, but we don't really have a spot for him. So if anyone wants him, come see us. Bamford's in. Kirk we bought and he's done his job, so he's in. Roberts is a possible 80 plus player. Missed most of last season with injury. We're keeping him. He was the leading goal scorer in the competition until he got injured. Grot though. We don't really need. So, transfer list. Yukaban, as well as he played, you don't really need him. At the transfer list. Amaral not selling. Ricky's 70. He's a left wing striker, right wing. Might keep a hold of him. Cruz we're definitely keeping. So I've got a bunch of players we're quite happy to part with. Pre-season tournament invite. I guess we're going to be doing that. 2.5 million, 2.3 million, 1.9, 2.5. 3-star, 3-star, 2.5 star. It's in Turkey. Sweden, Turkey, and Italy. Or is that Ireland? Italy. Portugal? I don't know. Let's go to Turkey. Do that one. We have the Continental Shield. Okay, that's just recognise that you, coaching staff and the players are just coming off a very draining and demanding season, so we appreciate that you have accepted the invitation to participate in the European Continental Shield. This year the competition will take place in Turkey. It's a great opportunity for you to evaluate the current squad, experiment with the lineup, tactics before the beginning of the season. There's also a key opportunity for the club to expand our brand. During the group stage of the competition you'll be facing the following teams. Following teams. Osmanlispor, Bielefeld, Alanyaspor. Are they all locals? I don't know. Okay. Sounds good. Let's get back to it. My agent and I are looking forward to meeting you and staff discussing the terms of my move to Leeds United. I'm excited about the possibility to join the team and I hope negotiations will go smoothly. I need to decide on my future, so if we don't get together very soon I will no longer be interested in moving forward with this deal. Okay. It's an offer for Kemar Roof. Fulham have shown interest in purchasing Kemar Roof for a fee of 2.8. He's not for sale though, is he? I didn't put him up for sale. He's Mr. Versatile. I'm keeping him. Reject offer. Not for sale. I've listed a heap of players. Take a look at who I've listed. Right, this guy. Yes, Krillo. So where do I find that? That's the reason what's name hasn't left the club yet, because the deal hasn't been done yet. So where do I find that? Transfer call. Sent offers. That guy. 4.42 years, okay. Negotiate with him. Then we'll get rid of Zichang and get out money. Boost our budget. Because we just wiped it out, get the goalkeeper. We'll give you whatever you want because we need the deal to go through. Important. We just need to accept the deal. I don't care if we just tell you a load of bullshit. We just need the deal to go through. He's happy to be important. Well, this deal's important. Let's discuss the length of contract. I reckon a 1 year deal. Can we go with one? That way we won't be stuck with him. We're looking to sign a 3. Well, we can't stuff up this deal, so we'll give him whatever he wants. Okay. If he wants 3, you can have 3. We don't want to release Crawls. Okay, moving on. Reserves 6,800 a week. We require signing bonus for 100,000, 155 after 20 appearances. Done deal. Okay, now that that's done, let's get back to the office. It's worked. It's worked. That's 7 million has gone into wages budget. So let's knock the wages budget back to say, I don't know, 1 million. Which is more than enough. 1 million wages budget gives us a transfer budget of £339.5 million. Get that right. £339.5 million. By giving a player all our 7 million transfer budget as a wage at the end of the season, then offloading him in a player swap for anybody, whoever you can get a player swap for, doesn't matter who, preferably someone cheap. When that money comes back in as wage, transfer it into budget, and it not just multiplies. We have 7 million in wages. So that would give us a transfer budget of 27. We get those 7 million back. I don't know how much we had in wages before that, but it was around 7.2 or something, 7.3 million in wages we had Chang on. So we get that back in wages, 11 million transfer budget. Take all those wages back to 1 million. And you've got 339.5 million in transfer budget. We can buy pretty much anyone with that. Now we have a transfer budget we can work with. Nice. We could have had that before we did all those dealing with Donnarumma, but I forgot to do the deal with the actual player. Offer them whatever they want. It's irrelevant. Money's no longer an object. Just get the deal done. There you go. That's something we can work with. That's a transfer budget of a Premier League team. Now we probably need to work out who else we need. That's our senior team. Now we've got Bamford in. Well, let's work it out. What's our team now? We've got you'll come out for, where is Donnarumma? There. And Bamford's down here as well. Bamford will probably come in for a Sorrow. Roof, Size, Vieira and Alioski we're keeping. Ayling, Jansen, Cooper. Not Berardi though. That will be the Bok. That will be our main lineup at this stage, which is pretty darn good. I'm not sure we really need anyone else at the moment. Maybe we keep that money in check, see what we need, see if any of these players need to be replaced. I think for a starting lineup we're pretty good. We've got Donnarumma in goal, and we've brought in Bamford up front. I think we've got a good squad to start with. So let's just get through the rest of the transfer window. Or actually, we've got the first game coming up. We'll make that the next episode. So I think that'll do for this off-season one. Wasn't done as clean as I would have hoped it was done, but we got done what we wanted to do. We got ourselves a major keeper. We brought Bamford into the side, and we used the transfer budget trick to give ourselves a very, very big transfer budget. Now we'll be able to compete with the big boys. If you've got anybody you want to suggest we buy or have a look at, put them in the comments. But that'll do for this one. So again, if you can put down, is it over that side? Over that way somewhere? I've cut my finger out. It's over there. So hit the like and the subscribe. That costs you nothing, but it helps the channel. And we'll catch you for the first official episode of season 2 next week. Let's see how we go. That's it for now. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch you next time. Ciao for now.